Hey everybody, Indigo Priestess here. Okay, so you all seen the topic, basically how to cleanse your home after an invocation. So the reason why I'm teaching this is because a lot of you know that I teach invocation, and I've got my own techniques of how to do invocation, and it works. It works for a lot of people that have done it, but I find that it's really important. There are so many people out there that will do an invocation just because they want to reach out to a specific demon. What they don't know is that doing invocations, it's a extremely powerful experience. And when you invocate, even meditation, you are opening up the realm of what man calls the demonic gates. I can call them the gates of the ancient gods. Either way, it's the same gates. And when you open those gates, you are basically opening yourself up at the same time to many powerful forces out there. Priority, yes, the Goetia demons, whichever one you are calling, will descend upon you once you've asked and once you've done your incantation, or whichever way you choose to do it. I've got my own way, like I said. And it's not uncommon for other little things to slip in. And the good news about this is that when you do invocation, I've got a few things that you can do after an invocation. Okay, let me tell you something. It's not always that lower working entities will come through when you call on the Goetia entity that you plan on calling. Basically what happens is when you call on the entity, you are letting all other entities out there know that you can communicate with a higher power. So all forms of energy immediately becomes attracted to you, and they want to connect with you. And this is what happens when you invocate. We're dealing with very powerful forces here, and it should not be taken lightly. But at the same time, you cannot come into this with fear. If you have any form of fear, this is not for you. I'm going to be truthful, and you need to tread very carefully at the same time, because like I said, even though these amazing entities are willing to help you, they are extremely powerful. And if you allow your ego to get the best of you, you're going to basically fuck yourself over, because you cannot come like that to a ancient god. You need to come in respect. You need to humble yourself, and you need to let them know that you see them as powerful. In the process of when you connect with these entities, I'm slightly going off the topic, but fuck it doesn't matter. When you connect to these entities and you show your loyalty, at the same time they will show their loyalty. This might not happen with the first invocation. This might not happen within the first week. It might take months, it might take years, but ultimately you start connecting with the demon, with the ancient god, and it's a really powerful force. And you need to respect this experience. Don't mess with it. So what I recommend when you are doing invocation with an ancient god, which is an amazing experience, and they really look out for you once you make that connection, even through meditation. Even if you don't feel it, I can assure you, you're making that connection. So for home cleansing, I advise, what I do normally, if I feel something else has slipped through, because I often can feel a spirit which, if it is not familiar or the same as Lucifer's energy, or any of the energy that I'm calling up, I immediately can feel. You feel a little bit uneasy, you feel like something is not right. That's when you basically have a candle on standby. Once I close the invocation, the one thing I will normally do is say, any spirit that I did not invite, leave now. I find this to be extremely effective, especially after you have done an invocation, because now, even though you've you know, spoken to the ancient god and you said, you know, you may ascend if you wish, you know, to whoever that you are calling on. um, Sometimes, like I said, you're working with powerful forces, something lower can come in, and it's not necessarily always lower, you know. It can be a spirit that just needs help, can be a spirit that will cause havoc in your life. I'm just laying all the cards out here. So when you connect with entities, and once you are completed with that, always say, any spirit that I did not invite, leave now, and say it by the name of the entity that you have invocated or meditate with. So if you have done an invocation with Lucifer, with Raum, whoever you done the invocation with, call on them and say, by the power of Raum, any spirit I did not invite, leave now. If you've got these important methods of removing spirits, I can assure you, you know, working on the left-hand path will be great for you, but it's also really important that you don't have a weak mind, because you're going to allow these lower working entities to enter. And I'm not saying don't work with ancient gods, because I can assure you one thing, that I always encourage people, those who are strong mentally, and you know, that they have that inner strength to go for it, work with a ancient god, but work specifically with one that you feel you are drawn to, because normally that is a sign that that is the entity that would be best for you to grow a relationship with. Okay, so that was the one thing that would be great to do after you do an amazing invocation with an ancient god, aka demon. You know, the other thing that I do, if I should forget to do, and you know, say, any spirit that I did not invite, leave now. If I forget to do that, what I do is, a few hours after I do my invocation, I will take a white candle and I will just use eucalyptus, a really strong oil, any strong oil that you have, and bless that white candle in the name of whichever entity you choose, and whichever entity you are close with. Okay, and you know, take a feather, whichever feather. I'm just looking for my feathers, it's all over the place, so anyways, it doesn't matter. And just basically move the smoke and walk around your home and say, love and light of Lucifer, fill my home. Okay, honestly, I prefer use requesting the service and the help of Lucifer, because he is the god of light, and I find this to be extremely effective once I have done what I have done. So I encourage you guys who are on this path, who are strong in every way, to basically use my techniques. If you use my techniques, there's no reason to fear anything that you feel is negative, because this path is for the strong. I can assure you, most people that are on this path are people that have been through hell and back, and they are now strong enough to face the truth and to empower themselves. And if you feel you are that individual, then by all means work with the ancient gods, aka demons. Work with them, because I can assure you, you know, it's a magnificent experience. It's powerful. And if you are not a very strong individual and you are extremely fearful, perhaps you need to reconsider. You know, but like I said, in all the other videos I have mentioned that, you know, I encourage people to experience ancient gods, but at the same time I need to say that just try and get rid of the fear before you're going to come onto this path, because the fear is going to open you up to rubbish, and it's going to interfere basically with your ability to ascend on this path, and to reach that point where you can clearly hear them, you can clearly see the miracles happening in your life, you can clearly feel that connection with these amazing Goetia demons. So just use wisdom when you are on this path, and enjoy every experience. You know, I don't know how to describe the fulfillment that I get out of speaking about the ancient gods. And you know, this is my life's this is my what's the word, this is my journey. My promise is to teach the ways of the ancient gods, of the um Goetia demons, to all those who are strong enough to walk the path. Okay, so if you feel you are this individual, if you feel you've been through hell all your life, and you can totally do this, then go ahead and do it, because there is just amazing blessings on the other side. For me, it's not even the actual blessing, it's that connection that you develop with the ancient god that you choose to work with. And great if you choose to work with all of them. You know, the experience is magnificent, the enlightenment is magnificent, the third eye opening is magnificent. You know things before it happens, and the miracles that they bring into your life is just so powerful. So yeah, as I was saying, I totally jumped that. So when you want to cleanse your house with the candle, just rub it with oil, any strong oil, eucalyptus, mint oil. Those are my ultimate two favorites. Whichever one you want to use, you know, walk around, bless it in the name of Lucifer. In fact, you know what, use the beautiful, not use, but request the service of Lucifer to help you cleanse your home, and just walk with a feather, or you can use your hand and hold the candle and say, you know, love and light of Lucifer fills my home. Do this throughout your home, do it over you, and you should not have an issue after that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will definitely I actually have to do another video now, and I'll be doing another one. You guys will see all three of them. Enjoy the journey of the left hand path, and also FYI, it can get really lonely on this path, and I need you guys to just know that even though you can sometimes feel lonely on this path, some people do, because there's not much people out there that they can connect with. If you do your research, there are other, you know, covens and people out there that that basically come together. They have their groups, and you know, you can feel like you are part of a family. If you are, you know, like myself, I although I do have a lot of other witches that I also not necessarily witches, but people that practice the left hand path, you know, that I can liaise with, and we can share our experiences. You know, try and find that, because otherwise you're gonna need that. You're gonna need either a group, or you can do this on your own, but at least have friends that you can relate with and talk to, because you know, don't let things like that stop you. If you are strong enough to walk this path, just enjoy it, and enjoy every moment of it, because these ancient gods are willing to help those who show strength and also their own power. So that's it from me. I hope I explained everything, and like and subscribe. Chat soon. Ciao.